What is up, everybody? It's Cjplays here, and I'm back with another Sims 3 speed build. So today I'm building a house that I'm gonna call Cozy Blue Cabin. I'm building this house for a couple of my Sims over on Twitch. So I've been doing this little generation series where I just play the game and I don't have to do like rules and challenges, just kind of playing the Sims like I would off camera. So I love the way it's been going so far. We're on generation 2, and my heir, her name is Morgan. She went to college and she graduated, so now she has a degree in science and medicine, and now I'm moving her to this world called Saaqartoq. So I'm kind of playing rotationally, so I have her family still living here with us, but you know, we all did the move together. Now that I think about it, she does have a cat. So it was her toddler, and then she has a cat, which I didn't even give her a cat. What happened was when I switched back to the other household and I came back to this one, she had a cat because I use story progression, so I have to put some cat stuff down in this house now that I think about it. But yeah, so last night was the first time I played in this world in a while, and you know, so I got my sis. She's a doctor now. She's just living her life. She has a boyfriend, and I'm gonna try to move them in together. So I really needed them to have a house because the house that she lived in was just a starter home. It was very small, very cramped. We didn't have any room for anything, so I was like, we need to just build a house for them. So this one is the one I came up with. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, and it's kind of expensive. So my sim had around 30,000 simoleons, so it's not quite a starter home. There's ways that you can make this house cheaper. So for example, deleting some of the plants in the front yard, maybe deleting some of the items, maybe even making the house a couple tiles smaller would kind of help. But I kind of wanted a house that we can kind of grow into, so there is a little bit of empty space by the front door. Again, y'all, this is for my sim and my like personal like gameplay needs. Not personal, but like, so without a doubt they'll get more money to like furnish it more, but it is a little bit of empty space by the front door though, so keep that in mind. But I think what I should have done was maybe make that side room a little bit smaller. I tested it out off camera, but I didn't like how it looked. But there's definitely ways you can make this house cheaper. So moving on to the inside of the house, I did the floor plan off camera because I was kind of confused about how I wanted it to go. So I ended up having like the primary bedroom on the left, the bathroom in the middle, the nursery on the right, and then on this other side I decided to make that into a living room. So what I did at first, because I didn't know like where I wanted the living room to go, so what I did at first was I kind of just mapped out the kitchen area, which you'll see me do that in a little bit. So I used some of the tile that came with the ambitions pack, I believe, and I've been using this one for a while in a lot of my houses, and I just love the way it looks. So you'll see right here I'm kind of sectioning off the kitchen from the rest of the house. This is more so before I realized I wanted the other room on the right to be the living room. So I was gonna have like the living room with like some chairs or something by the front door, but I'm glad I didn't do that because you'll see in a little bit. So for right now I'm just using the countertops that comes with the ambitions pack. I was gonna use that really nice fridge, but yeah, I decided against it, y'all. It was a little bit too expensive, so I went with the one from Supernatural, and of course I recolored it. I ended up using this stove that comes, I think it's like the Drifter's Desire set on the Sims 3 store. It could be that or a different one. I kind of wanted this house to be like really cozy because it's like a cabin anyway, so I wanted to use like a really older like stove, if that makes sense. And this is me right now using those island countertops, so I kind of wanted to like put them in that little angle piece just to kind of make the kitchen look a little bit more interesting. And I ended up going for that table that comes with the, I think it's like the Ultra Lounge, Ultra Modern set, something like that. So I ended up using that table with those chairs that come with University, which I don't think I've ever used those chairs for anything, y'all. I didn't even know those chairs existed until I was watching Rakowski do a speed build, and he ended up using them, and I was like, where did you get those chairs from? And he was like, they came with University, and I had no idea. So had to use those in here. The ambitions countertops, they don't come with like a matching upper cabinet, so I had to use the ones from Pets, and I just recolored them. And I also ended up using this really nice like rack that comes with I think it's like one of the country sets on the Sims 3 store, and I thought it looked so nice in here and kind of cozy looking, so I just had to use that in here as well, and I thought it was so nice. So that's pretty much it for the kitchen area. I think next up I was trying to like make sure that I put down objects so we didn't run out of money, so I had to make sure to get the bed, I made sure to get a crib, a lot of bathroom stuff. So you'll see in the speed build I kind of go like all over the place, y'all. I was really trying my best to just make sure we did not run out of money and that we could afford the things that we need. Now this house is a little bit expensive, and I thought about cheating the money a little bit just to kind of make sure we get like a couple more items, but luckily I was able to make everything stretch. When I play this over on Twitch, my sim will definitely be able to like get some stuff because she's level 6 of the medical career. So of course, if you didn't know, if you have like a degree and you get a job in The Sims 3, it kind of of like gives you a boost already. So when you get like a job in your field. So when she applied to be a doctor, she was already a level 5 doctor, right? So she was bringing in a good amount of money. And then now that we've been playing for a little bit, she's level 6. So she's going to be like 7 really soon. So we're going to definitely be able to make this house, you know, more furnished and put more rooms. I think I want to get like another bedroom somewhere around here because I want to have like another kid. So I'm going to have to probably rearrange the floor plan a little bit when I play on Twitch, but it's okay. If you do want to see me play with these Sims over on Twitch though, I'll leave a link down below for my Twitch chattel. If you want to check me out, my name is Cjplays over there. It's also listed in the About Me section on my channel, so feel free to check me out over there. I play a lot of The Sims 3 over on stream, and it's a lot of fun because, you know, I get like chat input. We can like have crazy storylines. It's crazy, so be sure to check me out over there if you would like to. But yeah, this is just me now switching back over to the nursery. I wanted to use like that little Leaf baby mobile. I have that mod by Lazy Duchess that allows me to search the build and buy catalog, and y'all, it is so good. I love that mod. It makes building so much easier because I could just like search up what I need and I can just find it better. So love that. So I had to use it for this build. You'll see it pop up a couple of times, but I wanted the nursery to kind of be like animal themed. There's like so many good animal objects for like nurseries in this game. Like there's literally an animal nursery set on the Sims 3 store. So a lot of my nurseries kind of follow that like animal theme, but listen, this one was nice and it kind of just looked really cool. I love the like the wallpaper over there with like cardinals. I thought it was like really nice. And I ended up using like that little baby swing, which I don't ever use that anymore. I had to put a changing table in here because I always put a changing table. And then I even put like a little activity table on the floor as well. So this nursery is really big. If I have to, I could just remove some of the furniture to put another crib in here. I mean, I might do that if we run out of money. I don't know. But in all, I love the way that this nursery turned out. It's so cute, and hopefully my Sims on Twitch will appreciate it because they've been going through it, y'all. There's like so many crazy stuff that's been happening lately, so I don't even want to get into it, but yeah, hopefully those Sims will appreciate it. So now this is just me moving on to the primary bedroom. So I wanted to get a computer in here and a computer desk. Y'all, that computer is 800 simoleons. I don't know. I might delete it when I go on Twitch though. We might need some extra money here and there, but I wanted to give my Sim a computer because she is a doctor, so it's, you know, very useful for her to have a computer. She can like read articles, write stuff up and stuff like that, and, you know, just like play games and stuff and raise some skills. So I wanted to do that. And also I was going to use that base game dresser, but it looked so out of place in this room, so I ended up deleting it and I replaced it with the matching dresser from Seasons. So I ended up using the bed from Showtime because this bed, if you didn't know, y'all, has a really good like energy level. I think it's like energy levels 5, 7, 6 or something like that. It's a relatively cheap bed. I think it's like 500 simoleons, but you get a lot of energy from it. So I like to use this in a lot of my starter homes because it's just really useful. But this is the living room, so I had a hard time figuring out what I wanted to use. I was going to use like those other base game chairs that I always use, but I was like, we could do something a little bit different. We can kind of splurge a little bit. So I ended up using these couches. They look like, I think this like leather design or whatever. They really remind me of those inflatable chairs from like the 90s or the early 2000s, but I kind of like these because they kind of look cool and you can of course recolor everything. So I ended up going for stripes at first, but I didn't really like it. And I found this one design that looked really cool. So I ended up changing it for that. I also used the bookshelf, I believe that comes with Aurora Skies or Roaring Heights. It's one of those worlds, but I ended up using that nice bookshelf. And I also used a TV that came with late night. And I had a hard time, y'all, trying to figure out what kind of lamp I wanted to use. I originally used that one from the 70s, 80s, and 90s stuff pack, but I didn't really like it. So I deleted it later on. And I also, this room changes a lot. I think this room changes the most out of all the other rooms in the house. So I ended up like removing those windows from behind the TV to put them on that other wall because I had no idea what I wanted to do in here, y'all. Like, I was struggling with like what to do because at this point we were kind of running out of money and I wanted to make sure we had money to furnish the outside of the house. So I was like, what can we do? So you'll see I put that end table in here and I put a mirror. I ended up moving that end table beside the front door to kind of like give us some furniture in this part of the house. And I also used that little wall decoration that I got from the Sims 3 store. It looks so nice over there, so I had to do that. Yeah, so you'll see me now. I'm trying to like change the windows and stuff. I deleted those extra windows and I just like moved the ones from behind the TV. But that's pretty much it for the inside of the house, y'all. For the outside, I wanted to use some nice landscaping, so I was trying to make it blend in with the surroundings, but there wasn't really that many like plants and stuff or trees in the area, so I ended up using one of the trees, I believe that comes with World Adventures, I think, or Showtime. I forgot the pack, but I thought the outside of the house looked cute enough, so hopefully y'all will like it. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this one, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Please be sure to stick around for the screenshots. Bye! Thanks for watching.